first off, I was thinking maybe you can tell us a little bit about how you came up as an artist.
You know, a lot of people say, ask me, what inspired you? How did you know? Or this question, when did you know you became an artist? I can specifically remember a moment where I'm probably 5 or 6 years old and I'm in my kitchen right down the street here, 6 miles away in Southfield, and I just finished a drawing, and I remember, and I went and I showed my father this drawing, and he stopped. I think he was reading the paper or something like that, and he said, "You know what, Tim? You're very creative. You got a great imagination," and I'll never forget that. And I thought, wow, if your dad says you're creative and you got a great imagination, then I must be creative and I must have a great imagination. So you stick to those things, and people don't understand and realize the power of what adults or parents have over children. Hey, you're gonna grow up to be a bum, or you're never gonna be anything, or whatever it may be. Those are powerful words. And so I had that confidence and I had that to fall back on.
I think it's interesting as well about the Impressionists were not liked at first, right? They were picketed against. People not only hated their paintings, but they were very vocal about that. And these guys weren't selling anything, and it took years and years before their artwork caught on to the masses.
And that's a key element, because they painted what they wanted to paint, rather than pandering to what the mass affirmation is. And that is something that I've held true to since day one. Perhaps my audience would be far wider if I painted and I curtailed to what they wanted, but then they wouldn't get a genuine painting from the artist. They wouldn't, at least from me. The painting over there on the 45-degree angled wall over there is a series that is relatively new. As a child, I remember, driving out west or just being so enamored by seeing those big, huge semi-trucks and the hot rods, being from Detroit, all the cruisers of, all the pinstriped cars that you used to see, and all the Harleys and the choppers and all the muscle cars, and especially the big rigs where they would just see all this fancy, cool pinstriping. And I just thought, what a cool art form that is. And it's really a dying art form. You don't have many sign painters anymore. You don't have many pinstripers anymore. It's all done, digitally somehow and mass produced. But it's really a dying art, and I've always really admired the talent that these guys or girls have when they do that. So I thought, I'm going to start my own pinstriping series, and but I'm going to Yankeeize it if I can. And you can see I kind of Yankeeized it. There's something beautiful about this insect, and getting back to the Native Americans or First Nation people, the dragonfly had a significant meaning to them, and that was water, fertility, renewal, and spring. It is a wonderful, beautiful growth that's come out of these series, and I'm very honored that people love it as much as they do. It's probably one of my flagship pieces outside of the Yankee Doodle flag or the headdresses. It's the dragonfly.
How about a big round of applause for Tim Yanke? That was really nice.